Alright, let's give it a minute or two for Sage to arrive. We need the golden wrench to be present, so let's give him 6 to 8 minutes because he's normally late. Actually, I don't know how to give Sage a wrench yet, so that's kind of a problem that we're gonna have to sort out over here. But my God, he yields a wrench better than anyone I've ever seen. So once Sage is here, we will continue. Actually, I was having weird things happen. Let me just see if I'm still having it. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Let's get the hell out of here. There we go. It does not let me change that. That makes no sense. Still can't change it to all messages. Okay, that's weird. Well, we're going to hit that like button. Make sure you hit the like button. Because tonight is a monumental night. Look at that, though. I can't change to all messages.
Yeah, it gives me problems.
I've never had that problem on Indie Game Cloud. Which I've been meaning to ask you. Are you and Nathan looking to sponsor my channel? I just need cash is all. That's all I need is a little bit of cash. Well, let's just hope that Sage does his job. He wants a wrench. He needs to be here before me. Because I don't even have a wrench at either channel. So Sage is going to have to start carrying his weight a little bit better. Sage, you've been put on blast. Hurry the hell up. While he's doing that, I'm just going to open a new tab. Do a quick little sweep of the harbor over here. And see what's going on in the world of... Well, we're going to go over fantasy baseball a little bit. But let's just see what's going on in real baseball. See where the Jays are. I know it's early in the season, but you still want to pay attention to what the hell is going on in the world. I don't think Sage is coming. I don't think he's coming. It's a little embarrassing if I'm going to have to do this goddamn thing and no one fucking shows the fuck up ever. I'm getting sick and fucking tired. Sage, thank you. Thank you so much for showing up. Fashionably late, I would say. You're a good 6 to 7 minutes late. I about damn near had a fucking panic attack, Sage. Thank you. This is why you haven't earned a wrench from my channel. Might be a little easier to get a wrench from Sage and Daniel, but for me... Not on my watch. So, thank you for being late. Your wrench is postponed. You were refreshing. Oh, so you've got excuses now. Well, maybe it's not coming through right, because I still can't change from top messages to all messages. So, you know what? We're going to give you the benefit of the doubt for once. This is the last benefit of the doubt I'm ever willing to give you. So, Sage... We had a couple things happen, not a whole lot tonight. What would you like to start with? Would you like to start with the Blue Jays, or would you like to start with the Maple Leafs? Please post your answer in a timely fashion. When I say timely fashion, I mean when I say fashion, you better have 5 characters typed out right after that. Sage, I swear to fucking God, I will fucking come to Kingston and I will punch you right in the trachea if I don't get a response soon. Never mind. I had a browser thing come up. All right, you want to start with the Jays? I was thinking let's start with the Jays as well. So it appears that Vladimir Guerrero, who's being paid $500 million over the course of the next 14 years, has hit his 4th home run of the season. Wow, what are we paying him? Like fucking $2 million a dinger? That's all I'm gonna say. We won 4-2 over the Red Sox. Our record is now 15-16. We've been on a fucking horrific little slump here. It looks like we're starting to crawl out of it because we're playing the lowly Boston Red Sox. I do know that I almost said Jeff Bezos. Jeff Hoffman pitched 2 innings last night. Did very well. Obviously wasn't available tonight. Looks like Berrios is having a fine year at a 3.98 ERA. Some guy named Fluharty pitched tonight out of the bullpen. I'm guessing that's one of our lefties that we got, 2.25 ERA. And the save went to Yimi Garcia at a 0 ERA. Also worth noting, Dalton Varsho hit his 2nd home run. He's only been back a couple days, so maybe we want to pay him like $750 fucking million. Like, maybe that's the price tag on him. I know Kirk had a big hit last night. I mean, with all things being told, I mean, the Jays pick up a win. Their offense still looks incredibly shitty, but it is what it is. They're 3rd in the division. They're only 3 games back. They're only fucking 1 game back of Boston, so that's where we kind of are at with the Jays right now. So let's flip the script a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about the Green Bay Packers because we don't have any real news, but still got to keep you posted. I already told you guys that Devontae Wyatt was brought back on a $13.9 million fifth-year option or what have you. They did decline Quay Walker's option, which I think was somewhere around like a $15 million agreement there. So they turned that down because actually when you're an inside linebacker or an off-the-ball linebacker, you get clumped in with edge rushers and that sort of thing. So you end up paying these guys a lot more than what they're worth. So, I mean, my expectation is you're going to decline that option, which they've already done, and then you're going to try to, give him like an extension, that sort of thing, because I do think he'll be extended. I don't know the terms of the contract. Green Bay typically likes to work 4-year extensions after the rookie deals, so probably a 4-year extension. But yeah, it doesn't really make sense to give him to give him his 5th year and then talk contract, because Quay Walker's probably just going to play under that $15 million tag and then become a free agent. So it doesn't really make sense. So I expect they'll pick up and, talk shop later in the offseason. I think you got to really turn your attention to Zach Tom, though. He's one of the best right tackles in the league. He's an absolute behemoth. So let's hope we get him, extended. But he's probably going to cost $30 million per year. Thank you, Sage. Yeah, he's earning his contract just as Juan Soto is. Hit 2 home runs tonight. So, yeah, both of them earning their keep for sure. So that's all we really got for the Packers. All we really got for the Jays, not really a ton. Now we're gonna bring up the big time. The Maple Leafs have beat the Ottawa Senators in 6 games. Was there ever any doubt that we would get the job done and take care of business on the road? Absolutely not, would be my response to you. And the fact of the matter is the least of the East has been eliminated, and I'm talking about the Ottawa Senators and the Montreal Canadiens. They're gone. So all these people that want to say that the Toronto Maple Leafs, they're such chokers. Well, you're now not afforded the right to speak anymore, Ottawa, Montreal, because your team is jack shit. They're out the first round. The door was slammed on you. Get the fuck out of here, basically. So bye-bye, Ottawa. Bye-bye, Montreal. As we can see, Edmonton, real masculine team. They're going to move to the next round. They're beating LA as we speak. I believe 5-3. Winnipeg, another Canadian team, they're going to beat St. Louis, no problem. Not at all. So those two teams are going to move on, basically. And the Leafs are going to go on to take I almost said the Carolina Panthers. But I'm not an idiot. I caught myself. The Florida Panthers, basically. What do you mean it cut out? It better not have cut out in my immaculate promo. Dan, that's going to pick up that song.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to pick up that song. Wow. You know how sensitive a Samson is. Is the mic still cut out? I swear to God. Could you imagine like the fucking WWF was doing like a fucking promo and it just fucking cut out like that? Unbelievable. Is it still cut out? Can you guys even hear me? Oh my God. I'm going to have to type in a message. I just need to make sure you guys can hear me, Sage. Before I respond, I need to make sure I'm good now. I'm good. It wasn't in the good part of the promo, though, right? All right, good. Because, the Thundertaker doesn't like being, interrupted. Well, Sage, I'm not a hockey expert. I don't ever claim to be. Second round projections, right now, only the Eastern Conference is set up. You've got the Leafs going up against the defending, Stanley Cup champions. I think it's going to be a good series. I think the Leafs are better than Florida, but, who the fuck knows? It's hockey. Hockey is so fucking random. That's why I get so pissed off when it's like, you talk about, like, choking and that sort of thing. It's like, no, sometimes you just fucking lose to a team that was hotter than you. And that's what happens in hockey all the time. The best team does not always win, especially in hockey. So it can really go either way. We kind of saw that with the Ottawa Senators. They weren't near as good as the Leafs, and guess what happened? It went to overtime, I think, 3 times or some shit. And I think every game, except maybe the first one, was close. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the first game, so I don't know. But, Florida did just beat Tampa. Tampa was good a couple years ago. Yeah, but then again, you can also argue that Florida, going deep in the playoffs the last couple years, maybe their guys are going to be a bit more tired, right? Like, that can go either way. I really don't know who's going to win one way or the other. I think the Leafs are the better team. They seem to be, a lot better than I've seen previously. They've actually got a goalie for once, which they haven't had in, I don't know, the entirety of time since, Ed Belfour? Are we going back? We're going back to Ed Balfour and Curtis Joseph. The last time we had fucking serviceable goalies. We're talking a long-ass motherfucking time. So I think we got a decent goalie. I don't know. He seems like he's been a backup most of his career. But, like, when you kind of, look at the numbers, he looks pretty good in terms of, like, save percentage, which to me is the most important stat when you're looking at a goaltender. Because goals against can be inflated if you're not facing as many shots, right? So I don't know. I think the Leafs have played good on defense, that sort of thing. Yeah, but you can say the same thing about the Leafs. The Leafs have firepower too, Sage. They've got, who's who, but Mitch Marner, William Nylander, Austin Matthews. They've got, like depth as well, like Domi, etc. So you got guys on the Leafs as well. So I just feel like the one thing that the Leafs do better this year than any other year is they are a bit more gritty, but still talented. So, like, let's find out. I think Florida's a tough team, too. So, like, this is, like, could potentially be the best matchup of the playoffs, potentially. I don't know. You got Washington, Carolina. God knows who's going to win that series. I have no idea whatsoever. You got Vegas, of course, moving on, and they're going to face Edmonton. So I feel like Vegas is fucking tough, but be kind of cool. Edmonton seems good, except for the fact their goalie is absolute shit. He's under a 90% save percentage. They've got a terrible goalie. And I feel like that's going to cost them in the playoffs. Winnipeg, one of those teams I think a lot of people are writing off, but like, weren't they the best team in the West this year? Like, Winnipeg could be fucking, and they've got great goaltending. Fuck, they've got two great goaltenders. You know what I mean? Sage, I don't watch the fucking Dallas Stars or the Colorado Avalanche. May I hear your prediction? Who's going to win between Dallas and Colorado? It's a 3-2 lead Dallas. What's your thoughts? Yeah, the defense as well for the Oilers, I do agree, is not there. They've got an explosive offense, though, which is fun to watch. Sage, I'm waiting on you, man. I need to know who's going to win between Winnipeg and St. Louis. 3-2 Winnipeg. Going to go up against Dallas, who's up 3-2 on Colorado. Who advances from that pair, and then who wins in the next round? So Avs are winning Game 6. So you're giving it to Dallas. Okay, so Dallas goes against Winnipeg, and who's winning between Winnipeg and Dallas? You think the Jets are going to finish Dallas or the series? Okay, so let's just say you think Dallas is going to go to the conference final then. And Dallas has been tough for a pretty, good little while. All right, so you got Vegas most likely going up against Edmonton. Edmonton's up 5-3 right now. Who's winning that matchup? I'm going to guess you're going to say Vegas just because they're probably a more complete team. But, man, I'm cheering for that firepower of the Edmonton Oilers just because they're fun to watch. Yeah, you got Vegas. Yeah, they're always great all around, honestly. Oilers do lack the back end, but I don't know, man, like straight up. I mean, that'll be a dogfight too. I mean, we have no idea who's going to win what in hockey when we really come down to it. But yeah, I could see that as well. Edmonton goes on, so you got Vegas versus Dallas as kind of your conference final. Toronto, Florida. It seems like you're favoring Florida, even though they don't have home ice advantage over the Leafs. Is that correct? We'll see, Sage. We'll see. So you got Florida going against Carolina or Washington. Which of the two? Which of the two do you see happening? You think the Capitals take it? So it's going to be Capitals and Leafs in the East, is what I heard, and Winnipeg and Edmonton in the West. So I'm glad we're in agreement for once. So I see it being the Winnipeg Jets against the Leafs in the finals, and the Leafs take it home. That's how it's all going to play out. That's how it's all going to play out. But no, like on like a serious note, like we don't know who's going to win what. That's what I really hate, though, is when people are like bringing up these stats about the Leafs. Oh, the last 10 years they've been like 1 for 30 in like elimination matches or blah, blah, blah. Well, they're a new team. It's like, oh my God, yeah, since 1967 you've been absolute dog shit. Okay, well, most of the players and coaches that were around in 1967 are dead. So how does that matter in today's game? It doesn't. So that's what I hate. Just the narratives that kind of come out of the Toronto media. It's like, yeah, man, I was prepared. I promise you. I mean this from the bottom of my fucking heart. If the Leafs would have lost this series against Ottawa, I never would have paid attention to hockey again. Because of like what the media would say, what all these fucking jabronis or habronis, the Habs fans, are gonna say about the Leafs. I can't fucking take it anymore, I'm at the bottom of the fucking barrel here, and I was ready to throw in the fucking towel. But guess what? We've got new life. We're going to beat the fucking Florida Panthers. We're going to beat the Capitals. And then we're going to beat the Jets. And we will be the reigning, undefeated Stanley Cup champions. How's that sound? Sounds pretty fucking good to me. Moving on, I do want to bring up a tidbit. Because you are talking to one that oversees the barnyard more often than not. You're talking about the greatest of all time when it comes to fantasy sports. You're talking about yours truly, the Rodfather, which is myself. So you might ask yourself, and if you ask yourself this question, how's he doing in fantasy sports? Then you're a fucking idiot because you don't understand that I finish first place every fucking year, except one where I finished second. So currently I am, shut the fuck up. When I'm talking to you, you shut your mouth when I'm fucking talking to you, okay? You shut your fucking mouth. I'm in first place yet again with a 50-27 record. I am doing battle with Tommy Callahan himself. Currently, he has the lead. This is a bit of a cockfight for the first place spot. I'll win this week, Sage. But, I respect you. You're coming out and you're throwing fucking haymakers at me. And guess what? I ain't flinching, man. I ain't falling down. I'm not even backing up. I'm still coming forward. You take that first place from me, I'll take it right back from you. I play for keeps, okay? So I'm the number one, greatest of all time, no questions asked. I'm the barnyard overseer. Now, we always hear about Dan, and he's always, I've won 3 championships in a row. And I'm going to go on record right now, and I'm going to say this. One year he was like a 6 seed. The other he was like a fucking 5 seed. I don't give a shit. Those aren't real fucking wins. Last year he did fucking take me out back and put a fucking slug in the back of my head. That's his first real championship as far as I'm concerned. Where is he this year, Sage? I can't see him anywhere. I'm a little blind right now. Where is he in the standings right now, Sage? I don't see him. Where is he? Can you see him? Can you tell me where he's at right now? I know that you're 1.5 games back, Sage, but where is he? Oh. He's 22 games back. We're 1 month into the season. He's firmly in last place. That's all I'm going to say about it. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it there. If the glove fits, you must acquit. And I'm telling Dan that the glove fits, so he must acquit fucking ESPN fantasy fucking baseball. His time has come. It's gone. It's over, as far as I'm concerned. So that's all I wanted to plug in, Sage. By the end of the week, I will beat your ass real bad. So you're a champion. I am a champion. So, I really don't have a whole lot more to go over for this stream. It was kind of, I don't know. We'll try to do it regular, but when nothing really happens, we're just kind of doing a daily or bi-daily kind of update. I really don't got shit to talk about unless you want to run your mouth. You don't win Sage. You're a bad GM, and you're an even worse commissioner, and I mean that with all due respect. I said with all due respect, which means I can say whatever I can. Yeah, that was a great comeback, Sage. I'm incredibly proud of you. I even wrote that moment down in my diary at the end of the day. Just an amazing comeback. You were literally down to a 6% or 4% chance of coming back. I don't think Dan's been sleeping good ever since that night. I think I think he's done with fantasy football. He's not going to join us this year, I don't think, Sage. But Sage, is there anything in the sports world I should touch on before the thundercloud dies here? Yeah. He's going to go fucking relocate to a goddamn homeless shelter at this fucking point. Sage, I need you to be a little bit quicker. I need you to be a little bit quicker. Now, I would like your opinion, because a lot of people are talking about Shedeur Sanders these days, right? Oh, he fell. If you would like, I will do a Shedeur Sanders video and talk about how shitty he is as a quarterback and how he didn't fall. He went exactly where he was destined. If that's something you think I should do, Sage, leave a comment, hit the like button, do whatever the fuck you have to do to make it happen. Because I'm honestly, at this point in the game, I'm fucking tired of hearing about a goddamn quarterback that is probably going to get cut by the goddamn Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, who have a rapist under center. That's all I'm going to say. I'm tired of hearing it. So if that's something you'd like to see, just let me know, okay? Because I will have a field day. I will have a field day with that one, okay? All right, yeah, I think we covered everything that needed to be covered. I mean, we covered the Major League Baseball world a little bit. We covered the NHL. We covered fantasy sports, and we even touched up on the Packers. So it's time for this. It's time for us to call it quits here. That's all I'm going to say. So I know it was probably only a couple of you that joined me. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Nathan, as much as I fucking hate saying that, for giving me a logo to work with. So he's not going to watch the stream anyway, so he's not going to hear that. So I don't feel like quite as, bad about that. But yeah, Leafs move on to round 2. My blood pressure has gone down considerably. So let's hope Edmonton can fucking finish up here, and we can keep the real Canadian teams in, not the fake ones like, Montreal and Ottawa. All right, guys. That was a good quickie. Everyone have a good night, and we will beat the absolute piss out of the fucking Florida fucking Panthers. Make my words, Sage. Make my fucking words. All right, good night, guys.